Holy Grail 200. That is the headline for today's video. And for good reason, because I'm standing in front of two Holy Grail 200 series Land Cruiser that I will flip around and show you guys here in a minute. But first, this is a great example I want to make you guys aware of. For those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. For those of you that are returning, I know you hear me say all the time, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button to stay up to date on my newest inventory, and specifically cars that are not advertised that we're working on, or projects that we might be working on. And today's video is a prime example of that. Both of these cars you're about to see, I just recently bought. Neither one of them are advertised yet. They both just got here yesterday. But I wanted to, while I have them both here at the same time, I wanted to do a quick video of these two cars, talk about them a little bit, and show them off, really, because I'm excited about them, to be quite honest with you. One of them is a really hard to find car, and I'm super excited that it's here. So again, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button to stay up to date on these videos on what's not advertised, and make sure you like them and share them with some friends. You never know who might enjoy what I'm doing here. All right, so let's see what kind of surprise we got. And here we are. As you can see, we've got two 200 series Land Cruisers. One of them over here, obviously, this is a 2020 Heritage Edition Land Cruiser. This is a one-owner car. It's got just over 83,000 miles on it. I bought this car here locally. Super nice car. For those of you that don't know, what's nice is that in 2020 they only offered two colors on the Heritage Edition, and that would be black and white. I would prefer the white personally, because two reasons. One, it's not as yellow as some of the older pearl white colors. This color version is very white. It's very bright. So on the Heritages, which a lot of you know, the surrounds on the fog lights are black, the headlights are black, the grill's anodized a little bit black. Obviously the bronze wheels, you've got black painted mirrors. And so the contrast between the white and the black looks awesome, and it's distinguishable when you're driving it or when you see it out in public. Whereas the black one, everything would just kind of blend in. It just looked like another Land Cruiser, you know, and maybe not stand out as much as this one would. This car is cool. It does not have factory DVD, which to me is nice. I think most of us can agree that you'll have to excuse my dog bed. I'm actually driving this car, obviously, for a couple days, but no rear DVD, which is huge. And then this is a third row delete car, which is super nice, because I'm about to show you why. We'll go back to back here. Look how much room is back there without two seats folded up, you know, taking up all that space. So that part's really cool. This all came with the car, which is your factory trailer harness, which is nice. You know, this car's never towed anything. And then you've got your standard Toyota center caps that I'm assuming for some reason came with the car. I don't know why, but needless to say, they did. So power closing upper liftgate, which you get on these, which is pretty cool, on the .3. So yeah, so anyway, Holy Grail car, 2-year only car, as most of you know, and kind of signifying the end of the 200 series run for North America. Hopefully eventually one day we'll get a 300 series, maybe a 400 series, but I doubt it. I think with the new Land Cruiser out, the 250, I think they're going to sell a ton of those, and they're just going to keep making them. So really cool car here. This will be for sale in the next, I don't know, 2 weeks, something like that. It's about to be Memorial Day, so I'm going to enjoy it a little bit. But the other Holy Grail car, check this bad boy out. This is a 2011 200 series .1, obviously Land Cruiser. finished off in the extremely hard to find and very sought after Amazon green. This car does have gray interior, which I think most of us can agree we would want a darker interior instead of a lighter interior. So that's nice. Let me show off before I forget, in comparison to the .3 over there, when the seats are folded up, you know, look at that space you get back. So anyway, kind of nice going back to the Heritage that there is no third row. Gives you a little more space. Now let's talk about this car. As you can see, this car has been in California since new. It's been just outside Hollywood, California, believe it or not. That's where I bought it from. And this is a super nice car. This is a one-owner car. As I said, Southern California car, 100% rust-free. And the complete package of this car, when I get done with it, is really going to be a hard-to-find car. You know, this car does have 2 keys with it. It's got fantastic service history. And I'm going to kind of show you a couple things that we're going to be doing. I thought this was pretty cool. I like originality. And we have all of our original books. And we have our original window sticker. $76,000 in 2011, which is kind of crazy. This car does have the $6,300 upgrade package, which comes with all your cool box, all the wood grain, JBL, as you can see there. But most importantly, finished off in Amazon green. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. It's got the original window sticker. I like that stuff. I'm a freak for originality, and you know, so this car is going to be, when we finish it, is going to be, you know, top notch. You're not going to find a better car on the market with better history, better ownership history, and condition. So this is exactly how I got this car. We have done nothing to it. Obviously, I just got it yesterday. Just got it off the truck. And I'll talk real quick about what we're going to do to it. We're going to paint this front bumper. As we know, just rock chips and little ins and outs. There's a few scratches over here. You can see previous touch-up that looks terrible. Scratches on the bumper. I'm going to have Mickey, probably, I've never done this before. I know he's never done it. Probably going to paint this grill, or we're going to try to match this color. Hopefully it'll work out. That's the only thing that might not happen. I've actually got a set of Michelin Latitudes here that I took off another car I sold a while ago that I bought back from a customer. And I'm going to put those Michelins on this car. These Bridgestones do show some decent tread left, but and this car drives great with these tires, but the problem with these Bridgestones, it doesn't matter how you rotate them, how you keep them inflated, none of that matters. They just wear on these edges awful. And the car, you know, can be in alignment and have no issues, but these tires, as you can see, they just don't wear evenly in my experience. And obviously I've been doing this for a long time and have experienced a lot of these LXs and Land Cruisers with these tires. So, you know, the tires aren't shot that are on here now, but just the way they're worn, I don't like the way they're worn, so I'm going to put those Michelins on it. The other thing, and I knew about this when I bought it, this right here, you can see there was a dent here right on this body line, and you had a guy doing paintless dent removal. This is why it's so important to have a good team of guys that know what they're doing. He pushed too hard and he cracked the paint, as you can see, and it kind of went down the door right here. So Mickey's going to have to paint this door right here, and because it's a 3-stage pearl, we're going to have to blend into that fender, which obviously isn't a big deal. It's going to look awesome when it's done. And then being in Southern California, the heat, we can see the roof is faded and it's also peeling. So he's going to take the roof rack off, even though he's not very excited about it. He hates doing roofs. What makes it really hard is these ridges right here that when you're prepping, you've got to prep in between all of these ridges and on top of them. So it just takes a while. It's expensive to do, but that will get done as well. So outside of that, we just have a little detail, take some door dings out. I'm going to get it serviced, obviously, get those tires put on it. It drives great. Doesn't feel like we have any brake work to do or anything like that. So that'll be cool. But let me show off the inside a little more, and obviously full set of books here. But again, we haven't done anything to this car. Look how nice it is. All of our trim, like all of the silver trim on these dot ones up here, very common to scratch up and start peeling. Look how nice all that looks right there. All of our wood, which this is not wood, it's plastic. All of that looks good. It's not chipped up. Same thing right here on our console door. Yeah, just a overall really nice, really clean car. I had to pay for this car now. I did not get a, did not what I would call quote unquote steal it, but look how nice our nets are. They're nice and tight. A lot of people will put stuff in here and leave them like this. And I'm sure you guys have seen it. I heard one guy call them, when they get loose and they don't retract, he called them wizard sleeves. So we don't have any of that going on here. Just overall a really, really nice clean car. Let me show you what it looks like under here. Original spare, never been on the ground. Look at those bones. Yeah, buddy. That's what you want right there. So really cool car here. In my career, I've had, this is the second Amazon Green car I've had. The first one I had was an early one. It was a 2008, and it was like 5 or 6 years ago. And this is the second one that I've ever found that was worth putting any kind of effort into trying to buy. So super excited about this car. Again, this is a one-owner car, 137,000 miles, California car, Amazon Green. Does not get much better than this. If you can't say, or if you don't agree with me that this is a Holy Grail 200, you know, I'm not sure what is. There might be one that's missing from these two here, in my opinion, and it's a .3, a nautical blue pearl with the Terra interior. I love those cars. That's another super hard to find car. Just sold one recently. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw that, but outside of that, I don't know that you can get two more Holy Grail 200 series Land Cruisers. So again, we'll be starting now. This one, the Amazon car, it's going to be a little while before that's ready. You know, so if anybody's interested now, feel free to reach out. Again, the Heritage, that'll probably be on the website in the next 2 weeks, and obviously I'll do a video leading up to that. So yeah, just super excited about these two cars. You know, I really enjoy what I do for a living. And so when I find a couple cars like this and I can put them together and showcase them off, that's exciting to me. So hope you guys enjoy them as well. And that actually, this 100 series back here, we're close on that. I've had that car 3.5 years. That was a COVID car. But it's getting close. We just kept putting it to the side. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's Memorial Day weekend 2024. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. Remember what we're celebrating for. And we will see you on the next one. Again, if anybody's interested in either one of these cars I just showed off, Chris@HilsonLuxury.com or 678-454-6060, and I'll see you on the next one.